How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here. So, first off, I gotta say something before anyone gets kind of confused by what's going on. My video and my sound quality here, it might not be too pretty, but we're gonna be talking about Be a Pro today, guys. And Be a Pro, let me tell you, it is getting insane changes to it. Where I think I'm actually gonna do a series on it myself. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything you need to know about it. So basically, so you don't really have to know too much. There's extra info here that maybe you don't see in the trailer. So first off, I'm going to give a few, huge things that are important to know about it, guys. So they have new storylines. They have, new presentation stuff. As you can see, Vegas coming out there. That looks absolutely sick as well. Intro there for Dallas. World Junior stuff is sweet as well. And there's some conversations there from Celebrini as well talking. So basically, here's some of the big things that are changing, all right, guys? So what the community wanted is they want a more meaningful moment, right? Less filler, all that good stuff. Just the same old, same old. They don't want that anymore. The whole small talk is over. They replace that with scenes and choices that matter. All that good stuff. Including branching conversation with your coach, impactful media scrums, pivotal moments in your career. Stuff like that. But huge thing as well this year, guys, is that you can actually go to the minors now as well. The AHL you can be sent down to if you do not perform well. So you're not just guaranteed to be in the NHL. If you're struggling, you're not producing, not playing well, if you're a goalie, let's just say, you can get sent down. So I think that's pretty cool. That's reality. You shouldn't just be in the NHL if you're playing horrible. I'm glad that finally EA has decided to change that up. And yeah, you can literally get sent down to the AHL. You're not just locked to a straight line from draft to stardom. So that's pretty cool. The World Juniors is where you start in, though. By default, you're going to start in the World Juniors. And then once you get into the World Juniors, you can obviously win the gold medal. A little cool animation there if you're able to do that. There's another one there you saw while, winning awards and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, for World Juniors, you get that. And then some other presentation moments here. So basically walking through the tunnel for your first, NHL game. Hoisting trophies at every level, including the World Juniors, the NHL, and even the AHL. They have a little animation there for you as well. And that's pretty sweet. We have other presentation features that, are actually pretty cool as well. The Be a Pro. So if you win the Stanley Cup, you actually get to see them celebrating in the locker room. That's pretty sweet. New cutscenes as well, a full library of new cutscenes and in-game cinematics that immerse you in the highs and lows of a pro hockey career. The World Juniors, right? That's a trophy celebration, and the flag raising. That's something that hasn't been in the game, I don't think ever, low-key. So that's pretty cool. When you get drafted as well, guys, that's obviously a huge moment. You get to see that. Your first time walking into the NHL locker room. So that I think they actually did have in previous years, but still cool nonetheless. And then the tunnel walkouts is awesome. It really is. You can't deny it. That when you obviously anticipation of that first game, the AHL trophy celebration. So if you win the AHL, like the AHL Calder Cup, you have a little animation for that. The Stanley Cup celebration is pretty sweet as well, where it's just your regular one, I think, and then it's followed by the new locker room celebration after the team photo. So yeah, you get to see yourself in the locker room partying it up with all the boys. And then there's actually a retirement ceremony as well, guys, that gives your final game the send-off it deserves. So even if you retire, it's not going to just be like a whole just big stop. You're actually going to be honored, it looks like, and maybe there'll be Hall of Fame. Who knows? But basically, every sequence helps anchor each phase of your career in NHL 26. They create moments you'll remember, and they reflect the pressure and pride that comes in the NHL. So, basically, some other additions here is the media scrum, right? So, that's where, interviews are happening. There's actually, voice actors as well in the interviews, so that's really cool, and it actually makes it feel more realistic. And there's, as you can see, there's actually, huge implications on what decisions you're going to make, so I think that's really awesome as well. And then you can see here, really the big thing, guys, is the hub is different, right? There's a lot of different things in the hub. It shows your headlines, grudge match. You can see that's pretty nice and impactful. Shows the headlines, right? As you can see, late edition, for the World Juniors, right? That's pretty interesting. And then you have the form score, which is basically, it's an easy-to-read measure of how well you're playing. Your form score reflects your recent performance and can influence your ice time, opportunities, and reputation. The redesigned hub keeps the focus on your growth as a player while making it easy to follow the bigger picture of your career. And it's really a chapter-based structure here. So NHL 26, essentially, it's based on like chapters you'll be a pro. So your career is now broken into distinct chapters, each with its own challenges, goals, and consequences. So obviously it begins with the World Juniors. You create your player, choose your nation, all right, and then you do that, try to win the World Juniors. And basically how it is broken down into is this. So you have the NHL draft, of course, when you get drafted. Preseason battles, so that's where you try to fight to try to actually make it to the NHL. If you don't, you start in the AHL there. Rookie season progression, so basically you can end up going up in lineup, or you can end up just playing really bad and getting sent down to the AHL. That's possible as well. Mid-season challenges, so such as brand building decisions, personal development, and on-ice performance tests, stuff like that. And then playoff pushes and cup chases, so that demand peak performance in high-pressure situations. So those are some of the chapters as well, guys, for the Be a Pro mode here. And then basically there's consequences, right? Stakes and consequences. So basically every decision you're making is going to be a huge impact on actually what goes on with your player's career, how he performs on the ice. And then you can spend your energy, right, on certain things as well. So basically, there's a whole thing where you can use your X factors, right? So it's hard to be a pro or revamp as a new player, manage energy and development model. So every choice you make, whether it is now physical, whether it is how physical you play or how you train or how much time you spend recovering, directly impacts your physical health, attribute growth, and long-term progression. Energy management is also tied to your ability to unlock and improve X factors. By spending energy in the right area, you can earn X Factor points, meet the stat requirements to unlock new abilities, and then use those points to upgrade them over time. The system rewards you for balancing performance, growth, and recovery so your player can reach their full potential. The system doesn't just simulate hockey, it simulates the life of being a pro, the pressure, the scrutiny, the management of your time and energy. Every career path is different as well. And in the NHL 26, how it unfolds is entirely up to you, it says. So your story, your legacy. NHL 26 aims to give you a career with character. From your first World Juniors game to getting your name etched on the Stanley Cup, this year's Be a Pro journey gives you the tools, right? So, the real big things, guys, is, your personality now develops along with two key paths, influential and confident. So, how you carry yourself in conversations, deal with the media, and lead in the locker room shapes which path you follow. Each path can unlock different dialogue, options, and opportunities. You also earn trait points from playing, which can be used to unlock deeper levels in your skill tree. In some cases, you can even challenge your coach directly on lineup decisions or fight to avoid being sent down. That's pretty cool as well. Your career earnings now play a larger role. Salary perks refresh monthly based on your actual signing salary, and you can choose whether to spend that cash on lifestyle upgrades or accept endorsement challenges that can actually boost your brand. So the refreshed storytelling, energy system, and dynamic chapter structure come together to give you more control over how your players remembered. So, generally, guys, a lot different. A lot different here. Be a Pro looks to be completely overhauled. And like I said, I think I got to get a series started on my channel. I don't know what position I'd like to play. What would you guys like to see me play? Would you like to see me play goalie, defense, center, wing? Let me know in the comment section down below. But another important thing to ask you guys, what do you think of Be a Pro in NHL 26? Are you playing it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I know the mic doesn't sound too great, but recording from a hotel room on my vacation. Still gotta get this out for you guys, but thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek at 3Es, and I'll see you guys in the next video.